I'm going to do the installation of the front brake lines. That's these two here. I've got them marked first and second, so I know where they go. And this is the harder installation, the front brake lines. It's just a lot more work to do. We're going to find the bleed nipple, which is here. And we're going to remove that if I can. Oh, it comes off. And install the bleeder bag. Alright, cool. Alright, that's good. Next we're gonna open up the brake reservoir. That's this here. Take that off. And open this up. Try not to get brake fluid everywhere. Doesn't splash or anything, but be careful. Alright, let's open that up, put this down on the ground somewhere safe, and then we can try to bleed the brakes. And to do that, we're gonna do the same way, because I don't have any Mighty Vac or any other bleed tool, so I'm gonna just try to bleed as much as I can and hopefully I get it right. Alright, so actually I should have put the wrench on it first. So first we're going to do the one caliper, and then we'll move to the other side and do the other caliper. So alright. Alright, now we're going to try to bleed the brakes out. So you're going to use this and open the valve. Okay, there you go, close the valve, pump it up, open, close, pump it up, open, close, pump it up, open, close, pump it up. We're going to do this till it's all done. So I finished bleeding the front brake lines. You can see a lot of bubbles coming out. That means there's no fluid in there. So you pretty much can take it out when you're ready. Hold up, I think there's some more coming out. I just left it open. It seems like there's some more coming out. Alright, but what we're going to do is going to go to the other side. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright, do the same thing on this side. Find the nipple. This in there. Push that in. Alright. A little bit harder because now you have to use a brake on this side. So just open this thing up and pump it. Oh, there you go, fluid coming out. This will help to clear the rest of the system out. Alright, so I got this one bled, and now we're going to just try to take off these bolts and make sure you have these little things to keep it from leaking all over the place. So, all right. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna do that to the other side. Crack that bolt. Okay. Undo this. Take it off. And then and always remember, look, washer, bolt, and washer. And it looks like it's gonna start leaking. Let's get this in there. Alright, cool. Got that held up. Go to the other side. Do the same thing. Oop, this one looks like it's gonna leak a lot. Let's get this ready. Alright, cool. You don't want to get brake fluid on anything. There's two of them here. That's good. Just bled the other side, bled both sides for the brakes, and now we unhooked or took out the screws for the brakes, so those are undone. Now we gotta undo the top, which is not an easy place to reach. It's under here. Let's see if we can get it without a problem. Hold up. Yep, got it. Oof. I hope that came off. Yep, got it. Alright, be careful because fluid is going to come out. And if fluid gets on the bike, you gotta clean it off because it'll mess stuff up. Alright, so just try to do it smoothly. Actually, you know what? Let's try to take off the screws that are holding it before we do that. So we got one hitch here that's holding the brake line, and then underneath that is another piece holding the brake line to the bodywork. We'll see if we can get to that. It's underneath, you probably can't see it, so let's see. I'm gonna take it off and then I'll get back to the video. Alright, I got the little bolt underneath out, so I'm gonna try to take off the rest of the brake line. Let me get ready with this so it doesn't spill all over the place. Yeah, we got fluid coming already. Cool. Yep. Get this in there. because this has to go over the front of the bike. But under here, just make sure you have your paper towels, because this, you don't want to get it all over everything. Try to just snake it through as easy as possible. Alright, cool. Got it down. Alright, good to let it sit there. We'll take off the other bolts here. All that's holding it is a hanger. I'm gonna pry it off. Just don't feel like doing any hard work to try and take this thing off. Alright, cool. That's it for one. And there's another one on there for the other side that you gotta pull off. That is being held on to the back of the tire by something. I'm not sure what it is. Alright, I'll take that off and then I'll get back. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the front brake lines. Here again they have which one is first, which one is second. You just stack them on top of each other. What we're going to need is the banjo bolt for the top. I'm going to do the top first and then go to the bottom. So we need 3 banjo or 3 crush washers, 1 2-prong banjo bolt. It says first, it says second. Crush washer, banjo, crush washer, and then second. Underneath it. And then you finish it off with a crush washer. And here's the 2 lines. One's a little bit longer than the other, so the longer one is going to go to the farther distance, so that's going to go to the right caliper. And set it off like that, and we're going to install them. So we're going to try and put these through and put in the banjo bolt. Moving along. All right, we've got the bolt started for putting back the brake lines, and let me tighten that up a little bit. Just a tight spot to get to. Yeah, be gentle. I think I need to do it the other way. There we go. That should be good. Alright, then we're going to move down here, and got the banjo bolt, crush washer, and the other banjo bolt. So we're going to try to install this to where it came from, which is right there. banjo bolt, cross washer, and hope this thing goes in right. So we got this one seated, and it's almost completely tightened. We just got to go on the other side and do the same thing. So now we're going to bleed the master cylinder. You gotta fill it up with fluid, bleed the master cylinder, and then bleed the other two brakes, and we are done. So here we go. Using the same brake fluid I had before. Alright, so this was the hardest thing to do. I had to go to one caliper, then go to the other, and just keep pressing and opening the valve. And I finally got the master cylinder, pulling out some brake fluid. So we just pump it. Here we go. I'm gonna do it till it looks clean. I think, Matt, this was the hardest thing to do. All the work that I've done today. Hopefully I can get this clean, and then we'll be done. Okay. Alright, so we got low bubbles on this. And we're going to just go to the lower caliper right here. Do this, hold it, open. It's clear. It already looks clear. So we did a good job, and that is as clean as it's going to get. Move over to the other side and then do this, and the last piece is go back to the master cylinder and then do the master cylinder, and I think that takes care of it. So if you want to watch. All I'm going to do, hold on. Wow, that's pretty damn clear. Maybe that's as clean as it's going to get. So this one is good. Line that up. Yeah. And then we're going to jump to the master cylinder again. The last thing to do. Make sure you got fluid in there. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. Alright. Last of it. Alright, that's pretty freaking clean. Good to go. Alright. That's it. Done.